Student athletes have a lot on their plate. They've got to keep up with their studies, they've got to keep up with their training, they've got to prepare for competition, sometimes they have to work.
As a student athlete, it's really hard, it's 2 jobs, it's a lot of pressure and added weight, and especially with the external factors like performing well, injuries. It definitely plays into mental health and deciding how you're feeling, essentially, just because sports are super, it's like a mental game, and performing is super stressful and can definitely change the way you feel about certain things.
I think a lot of what we do in athletics globally is very reactive in the space of mental health, and I think there's so much opportunity to be proactive in how we interact with our student athletes, not only around the idea of suicidality, but around everything as it relates to them.
We want people to know more about suicide. We want them to feel like they can do something to prevent suicide, and ultimately we want them to take action to prevent suicide.
The shift away from suicide being a taboo topic has been really special to watch. I think we are in relative constant communication about it and making sure that we're prepared when it arises so that we can be resources, and then also those resources for ourselves when we may be feeling that way or experiencing some of those factors. We know that we're not alone.
We felt like there's such benefit that our student athletes had to take away from this, not only in the community and environment they're in, but in their family environment, their communities back home, where they're from. This has a broader spread than just UW athletics.
We are going to actually have a practice session.
I think knowing that me and my teammates can now be resources not only for each other, but for anyone in our lives, anyone in athletics, and knowing that we're so well equipped to fight against suicide and the epidemic that it is really special.
It doesn't mean that you're taking care of everything, but what you're doing is keeping them alive until they can get the professional help. That's exactly what we promote.